Hey there, Otaku. Ken-chan back with another episode of Go Mega Otaku Gamer Alpha. This week I'm a little sick, so this is going to be a short one. I want to apologize. My countdown this year blew up in my face. It was very, very badly done. Because I missed so much stuff. I was trying to get a little too artsy-fartsy, a little bit too avant-garde. Next year we're going back to formula. So, without further ado, let me continue the countdown, or actually let me finish the countdown and put the items in there that should have been in there in the first place, and then I'm going back to bed. Alright, so, here we go. Okay, now, I had a clip, I had footage of these machines that I'm going to show you now. Don't know what happened to them. This is a Yabo Gameware, and this is basically, essentially what it is a portable Super NES. The top screen is, as you can see, thin. The bottom part's kind of a chump. It's kind of heavy, kind of big. And when you plug a Super Nintendo cartridge in there, it gets bigger. It also plugs into a TV. This is a FC Mobile 2. This plays regular Nintendo cartridges. You stick your Nintendo cartridge in there, and you plug it into your television, and it has you can play it on the screen here, or you can use the controllers. This has controllers also, and it also does a light gun, so it's like a portable NES. Now, this is a Hyperkin model. This also, what this does is this takes NES cartridges and you can plug them into your TV, but it doesn't have the gun, but it has stereo speakers on it. Which is pretty cool. The other ones have stereo speakers too, but these speakers you can actually see, they're like all bling bling there for you. And here we have a PSP Go, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, here we have an Atari Lynx Mark I. And this one, I'll say, the battery port in this, the battery chamber, for some reason I put batteries in it and it doesn't power it up. I actually have to plug this in with the power thing here to get it to work. Works fine if you plug it in. The batteries, for some reason, it just doesn't like batteries anymore. These are old, and they're not exactly the most technologically advanced things in the world. This one, at the top, for the time, it was quite good, and they improved it though with the Lynx Mark II. And we'll put these together, and you can see the differences. The Lynx Mark I is longer. I think the Lynx Mark II, I don't know. It's like one of those things where which square is bigger depending on what's around it. You can't tell. I think these screens are pretty much the same size. This one looks bigger, but I don't think that it really is. But the button array is a little bit different. This is a lot more durable, I think, and it has this rubber grip. So there's your Lynx's Mark I, and this is the Mark II. Okay, Otaku, here we have a Sega Nomad. Rocker switch here, 6-button array, mode and start buttons, and if you see or notice, this thing is actually shaped. The shape of this is really strange. It's, I don't know, it's not even, it's not symmetrical, but it's cool looking. And this is the cartridge bay here. This plays Sega Genesis carts. And it plugs to a TV. And it has a port for a second controller there. It's for 2-player. You use this one. The controller that's on here for the first player, and that for the second player. And that's a Sega Nomad. These are quite rare. Well, not quite rare. They're pretty rare, though. I mean, you don't find these. They didn't make very many of these. It was pretty much a flop. It was one of those a little bit too little, a little too late type machines. Sega Nomad. Okay, Otaku, and here is a Tiger Gamecom. Okay, and this was a touchscreen device. This has a stylus right here. It slides out. Touchscreen crap right there. And it doesn't do real 3D. It's a pseudo 3D arrangement. Monochrome screen. excuse me, monochrome screen, on-off switch, A, B, C, and D buttons. This is interesting because it holds 2 cartridges. It has 2 cartridge bays, and you can switch between the 2 when you select on the screen here. It also is probably the first handheld that was able to connect to the internet. You could get a adapter that plugs into this slot here. I have to open that up. I'm not about to do that. And you can plug this into the internet and get your email. Whoop-de-doo. But this came out in the 90s, so you know that was big. That was a big thing back then. You know, use dial-up to get email. I had root. That's why they. I think that's why they called it Gamecom. But they had this. Looks like it says Game.com. This looks like a little image of Saturn there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see. Kind of looks like Saturn, but it's actually pronounced Gamecom, not Game.com. But it was an internet ready machine. You had to buy the stuff for it, but it could do it. That's the Tiger Gamecom. So that's a short one this week, Otaku. Like I said, I'm not feeling very well. Again, I apologize for the mess that I made of this countdown this year. Next year I'm going back to formula. If I've missed anything else, at this point I'm not going to bother adding it in. We'll just wait till next year at this point. That should be everything, but it gets harder and harder the more devices I add to this collection, you know, to remember to pull everything out. A lot of these machines I have doubles for, like the Gamecom and the Lynx Mark II. I have doubles of those. So a lot of these consoles that I have lying around here, I have doubles of also. It's just a matter of where is everything stored, and did I remember everything, and then when I edit together all the clips, what clip did I miss? It's real easy with a collection this size to like omit things by accident, because just, I can't even, there was a time where I could tell you, just stand here and tell you, you know, the list of consoles and game systems that I have. I can't even do that anymore. I can't begin to do that. But hope you like this year's countdown, even though it was done so poorly. I hope you at least got the message across. I hope you saw some things in there that you liked. I hope you check out some of the earlier episodes if you haven't already. And I hope you tune in for some new episodes this year. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So make sure you tune in. We'll be hanging out. We'll be having a good time. Take care, and we'll see you next time.